Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Tori here, and today we're going to be playing Slay the Princess. So hopefully this records because my OBS has been crashing. But let's get into the game. New game. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess. Blah. Okay.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin, and in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Okay. Ooh. Ew. Okay.
You're here to slay her.
Oh, okay.
If you don't, it will be the
It
end
will end
of
the
the
world.
world.
Oh gosh. A little dramatic there, eh? Which I have... Ooh, okay. The end of the world, what are you talking about? Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? Killing a princess seems kind of bad though, doesn't it? Can't someone else do this? Forget it. I'm not doing this. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? Do I get some sort of reward for doing this? Okay. Thanks for telling me what to do. Sweet. I've always wanted to off and monarch. Viva la revolution. Silently continue to the cabin. Turn around and leave. Huh. What should I do? Oh, she's locked. Okay, she's locked up. You have to slay her. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Does
it's
it?
Just, yeah.
Are you a monarchist?
What?
Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
I'm sorry. Killing anyone is actually bad. The end of the world. Have you considered that maybe... Okay, she's locked up. Can someone else forget it? I'm not doing... Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? Do I get some kind of reward? Actually, have you considered that maybe I'm okay
Of course
with the
I
world ending?
haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end.
What do you mean?
I mean, maybe some people do, like
Okay.
nihilists or very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those, right?
We'll see. We'll see. The end of the world. Can't someone else do it? Yeah, can't somebody else do this?
Unfortunately, you're the only one who can pull this off. I don't make the rules. I wish I did, but I don't.
That's crazy. Okay, fine. Yeah, do I get a reward?
Yes, but you'll have to slay her before you get it.
What's my reward, though? What's the reward? He just said, Okay, I'll just go then, I guess.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin.
This.
You'll find the princess within.
Okay.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Now, how do I know?
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess.
Yeah.
We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Yeah,
Ignore
how I
him.
know...
He doesn't know what he's talking
What?
about.
What? Proceed into the cabin. How do I know the narrator isn't the evil person? He's trying to tell me to kill this princess.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Okay, so, do I take the blade or do I just go in there? Take the blade. Explore. Or enter the basement. If I take... Honestly... I mean, I'm gonna take it
You
because...
take the blade from the table.
Better safe
It'd be rather
than sorry.
difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Better safe than sorry, just in case she is, like, crazy. Oh my god, my little hand changed. Into the basement. Okay, we're going down here.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Is that what you want me to think? Let's say her.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds
menacing.
dangerous.
She does.
It's almost as if she's the one in charge
sounds
down here.
menacing. Probably because
Don't
I
let
got
it
this
fool you.
knife.
It's all part of the manipulation.
Are you sure? Hi.
Don't be a stranger.
Oh,
It's been
God.
so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
Oh no. Oh no, she doesn't sound good. She sounds scary.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world? Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Yeah. What? No way. Why would you even think that? I haven't decided
How
yet.
about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and talk things out.
She's gonna stab
Don't
me.
you dare.
Don't you dare.
It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her.
Yeah.
Maybe she really is a monster.
Alright?
Killing
Just talk
someone in
first.
cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Exactly. Yeah. Drop it. Turn drop it.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clap.
She's gonna grab it and kill me.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're reasonable, right? We're reasonable.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to
I mean,
speak with
okay,
the
we step
princess face
forward.
to face.
That means the knife is behind us.
Unarmed.
Unarmed.
We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her.
Okay.
Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
Okay, yeah, it's back there.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Yeah, it's pretty awkward. Are you coming on to me? No. How would I get you out of here? I'm here because you're supposed to end the world. Okay, there's people out there who think you're going to end the world. What do you have to say about that? Okay, you're supposed to
Don't
end
just
the
tell
world.
her that.
Yeah, no, we're gonna tell her. We want her to know. Oh, never mind.
Is that
she's
why
scared.
they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be
She looks
honest.
creepy, for
I've been
real.
down here a long time.
Just how long has she been down here?
Yeah,
If
how
I'm
long-
supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
No, they haven't actually. Huh. What are you going to do if I let you out of here? I've been told enough. I was hoping you'd tell me. No, but I'm sure they have their reason for keeping that information secret from me. Yeah, no. No, if I'm being honest, I'm more inclined to trust you than I'm inclined to trust it. That is true.
Sooner or later, you'll understand that I have your best interests at heart.
That is true. They just told
Hopefully
me, yeah,
soon.
this girl's down here. And
How sweet. Now be a pal and help me get out of here, would you? We could figure out how to deal with them after I'm free.
she sounds menacing, but she honestly sounds like an uppity royalty. I still have a few more questions before I decide what to do. I actually have changed my mind. I don't trust you. Yeah, I still have some more
Fine.
questions.
What do you want to know?
What's your name? Yeah, what's
She
your
hesitates before answering.
name? Okay,
You can address me as your Royal Highness.
there we go.
Or Her
There's that.
Majesty.
Yeah.
Any honorific should do, really.
Okay, yeah, that sounds about right.
Note the lack of detail. You can't trust her.
Honestly, this sounds like a reasonable, response from a royal member who's, really, I'm above you. Okay. How would I get you out of here? How long have you
Too
been down here?
long.
too long.
Again, she offers no specifics. No
Really?
matter how hard you try,
You're
you'll
not
never
giving me
get a
nothing.
straight answer out of her.
You're not giving me anything. Okay, how would I get you out of here?
Don't bother.
Okay, she seems...
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't... Well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Oh,
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade.
oh, I
She
don't like
isn't
how you're
suggesting
looking.
what I think she's suggesting.
What do you
She
mean?
is. I'm sure of it.
Relationship.
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship.
Not really. Okay, we've talked enough.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
I don't really care about the world, so I'm going to keep you locked away down here, at least for a bit. We can get to know each other better while I decide what to do. Keep her locked up? You just keep her in the basement? You're just gonna keep her in the basement? Till you can figure out, I mean... Let's do it.
That seems like a pretty good compromise. Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way
I'm
out.
being reasonable.
One way or another,
Oh,
I'm
never
going
mind.
to
I'm
find a
not
way
being
out of
reasonable.
here. You can make it easier for both of us if you help.
Okay.
And if you don't,
Oh, she getting ready to kill me?
I can promise that you'll come to regret that decision.
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one.
I'm not making the good choice. Okay, let's get you out of here. I made my choice. I'm locking her in the basement. Slay the princess. Okay, let's get you out of here. Examine the chains. I don't want to let her out.
I know you think this is a fair compromise, but it isn't. No one wins here. It's a chance we'll have to take. We can make this work. If we just stay here and keep watch, no one has to die.
You're making a mistake.
Am I? Not truly am.
You turn your back to the princess.
It won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
Oh, dang.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice? Either way, she dropped her mask, didn't she? You can still turn around and...
Finish the job. No, we're sticking to the plan and locking her down here. Oh, that's relief. I was afraid I'd already committed to not slaying her.
It's never too late to do the right thing. Now hurry. You charge the princess, blade trembling in your hand, but you've already lost the battle.
Okay, I was gonna
She
kill her.
casually sidesteps your thrust before knocking you to the ground with a single blow from her elbow.
Oh, okay.
We shouldn't have hesitated.
Yeah, you should have just killed her.
But she doesn't stop there. She
God,
kicks you a
she's-
few times for good measure, the pointed tip of her shoes feeling like a pickaxe against your fracturing bones, making sure you stay down.
Am I a monster? What kind of prince am
As
I?
you lie, crushed and broken on the basement floor, the princess kneels on your throat
Jesus.
with the kind of weight you didn't think her slight frame could possibly possess.
God.
As you gasp for air, she eyes you with an intense curiosity.
Look, I was gonna let you go.
You shouldn't have let that fear creep into your heart. You had the upper hand, and now look at you.
I wasn't afraid. I was trying to
Is
be
this
reasonable.
really the best you could do? Look at you, completely
Okay.
broken. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little disappointed.
She applies more pressure,
Oh, God.
slowly squeezing what's left of your
Jeez,
life out
killing
of your
me,
lung.
just-
This is the
I'm
end,
being,
isn't
being
it?
tortured.
I'm afraid it is.
Ooh. Yeah, you should
Everything
just-
goes dark, and you die.
Dang, that's tough. That's tough.
You're on a path in the
Okay.
woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Okay.
You're here to slay her.
Again?
If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Is it though? Wait, hasn't this? Yeah,
It
hasn't this
hasn't.
already happened?
Or if it has, I certainly haven't been a part of it. We've just met for the first time, you and I. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. What does it matter what he knows? There's nothing we can do to stop her. She's just going to kill us. She is not going to kill you unless you let her. But slaying the princess and saving the world is going to be much more difficult than it has to be if you spend the whole time second-guessing yourself.
Guessing yourself. Let's assume I'm telling the truth and all of this really did actually happen. It already happened. Why should I listen
Those are
to
two
you?
very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't
listen to me.
Of course we died. We couldn't land a single blow on her, and she broke every bone in our body before she decided to let us die.
Yeah.
What were we supposed to do to stop her then?
Exactly.
What are we supposed to do to stop her now? It's pointless. She's just a princess. Slaying her shouldn't have been difficult, but congratulations. You've been given another chance to actually do this right. And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. The princess killed us and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely? If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died? Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would?
That is a good
If
question.
she ended the entire world, why should we even bother? We might as well just walk up to that cabin, break her chains and let her do whatever she wants. It's all the same in the end.
Jeez, you're so pessimistic.
Just because she's capable of ending the world doesn't mean you're not capable of slaying her. Both of those things can be true at the same time. So chin up. I believe.
in you. Let's talk about this princess. You know what? I'm just gonna go. We're just gonna...
A warning before you go any further.
Okay.
She will lie, she will cheat,
Yeah, we know.
and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. We might as well just pledge ourselves to her and stop pretending we're capable of doing anything in this situation. She probably doesn't even need to try to overpower us.
Oh my god.
Can we tone down the pessimism
Yeah,
just a smidge?
just a smidge.
I'm not being a pessimist. I'm just being realistic.
That's what every pessimist
You're being
says.
annoying.
Yo, you're being annoying.
Just ignore their bickering, and whatever you do, don't pledge yourself to her. I cannot stress enough how absolutely catastrophic that would be for everyone, yourself included.
Pledge yourself.
I agree. If she's wrongfully imprisoned, then we should rescue her, but if he's telling the truth, we shouldn't just hand her the world on a silver platter. Rescue her? Given the stakes of the situation, there isn't really a difference between rescuing her and pledging yourself to her. Either would be terrible. So
Okay.
please try to ignore both of those knuckleheads and focus on saving the world. Let's not make this harder than it has to be.
Is he talking directly to me?
If that's what you want. I guess I don't have a say here.
Oh my gosh, you're so sad. I guess he has reason to be sad. He was just killed.
The interior of the
Oh.
cabin is larger and more grandiose than its humble exterior would suggest. The only furniture of note is a massive marble altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Jeez.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
You know what?
Why do we feel so
Yeah.
small?
Why do we
don't
feel
feel
small?
small. We are small.
Oh gosh. You know what? You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall. This whole cabin is different than last time. Yeah, you
That's
didn't say
because
anything
there
about
isn't
the
a mirror. There's the altar, the blade sitting
What
on
do
the
you mean
altar,
there
and the
isn't a
door to the
mirror?
basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. Who cares if there's a mirror? We're all going to die anyway.
Oh my
And I'm
god.
sure that if we looked in there, we'd just see
This dude
something
right here is
sad
getting on my
and miserable
nerves.
looking back at us. We don't need any reminders of what we are. It would only make things worse.
Jesus.
For the last time, you're not going to die unless you let it happen. And luckily for you, there isn't a mirror, so no one needs to worry about confronting a grisly visage any time in the near future. Though, for what it's worth, if there were a mirror, I'm sure that you wouldn't find anything sad or miserable in it looking back at you. You probably look perfectly normal.
Probably.
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 Do you not know what we look like? He knows. He just doesn't have the heart to tell us.
Oh my gosh. He does that. Look, okay. I care about whether I'm being lied to. There's a mirror. I want to look at myself. I want to see how handsome I am. It doesn't matter if there's a mirror. I care about whether I'm being lied to. I do care.
As do I. And yeah, there is.
I do
I'm
care.
not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why
There's
would
a
I lie
mirror.
about something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do? Let you waste time preening yourself instead of doing what needs to be done.
Huh. Let's go. I want to go to the mirror. This whole cabin is different than last time. Literally.
Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the prince.
Well, we definitely were, but we're gonna approach the mirror.
Walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
Yeah, this really isn't funny. Wipe the mirror.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. We should count ourselves lucky. Some things are better left unseen.
It disappeared. You know what? I'm not gonna take the blade. I feel like she's just gonna kill me.
No blade this time. Yeah. Maybe she'll be more receptive.
Yeah,
if
maybe.
We're unarmed.
Yeah, that is true. That is also true.
No blade.
Oh my god.
It doesn't matter.
Just his voice is killing me. He's just dreary.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a spiral staircase. Its steps almost as deep as you are tall. The smell of incense drifts up from below. For a moment, you almost feel at ease. This is actually kind of nice.
Are you
It's
sure
still a
about
stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
that? He
Her
said that
booming
last
voice
time.
rolls up the stairs.
Oh no.
Is that a guest I hear? Don't linger on the stairs. Come down and witness me.
Ooh, she
You weren't
sounds
kidding when you said it was
crazy.
booming. She wasn't like this last time.
Yeah, she definitely
You shouldn't have
wasn't.
come down here unarmed. We need to get down there. She wants us to see her. We need to see her.
Oh, God.
Should we be
Now
worried
he's
about your
freaking
sudden change in
milk.
attitude? Just a few minutes ago, you were going on about how pointless
Literally.
everything was. Now you want to go down.
Now you want to
It
go
doesn't
down
matter
there.
what that little voice says. He's not the one making the decisions. Though if his ramblings get you to the princess, they get you to the princess.
Let's just go down the stairs.
Making your way down the spiral staircase is a time-consuming and exhausting effort, every step requiring you to clamber over one edge before dropping to the next. But soon the end comes into view, and you tumble to the bottom, entering the vast, temple-like room beyond.
Okay.
The princess
Oh.
towers over you,
Oh.
almost glowing in the weak starlight, her figure framed by a stained glass window. Her long hair billows around her, and a chain binds her wrist to the far wall.
Yeah.
The
this
chain is
different.
nothing to her. It might as well be a toy for all the good it would do. I told you it was pointless to resist her.
The little bird has returned to me. I wonder what he wants. I see your hands are empty. You've already given up, haven't you? You aren't even going to try and kill me.
Oh,
How
no, I did
sweet.
the wrong thing. I should
And
have
more
grabbed
than
the
a little
blade.
disappointing.
Yeah, I should have grabbed the blade.
She's disappointed in us?
Yeah, I should have grabbed the blade.
Kneel.
No, we're not kneeling. No.
But the words don't leave
What?
your mouth.
No!
Instead, your legs buckle and your knees hit the floor.
No!
That's my good little bird.
Oh no, I should have grabbed the
No.
blade.
Why don't we talk?
Let's not. Actually,
The
I'm ready
last
to kill
time we
you.
met, you told me I was destined to end the world. That thought wrapped itself around my heart. It has pulled at me since the moment I squeezed the life out of your broken lungs.
Dang it, I think I led to the end of the world.
I could feel its fundamental truth awaken me.
Oh no.
The collapse of the old is a necessary prelude to the birth of the new.
She's creepy.
And the world as it is now is overdue for alterations.
Oh man.
It's time for me to seize my destiny. And you, little bird, will help me seize it.
What if I don't
Well,
want
that
to?
gives away the game, doesn't it? It certainly does. And beyond that, it more than lends credence to our conversation in the woods. I don't love the thought that in some other reality you failed to destroy her, but what's done is done. I can only hope it helped you learn a valuable lesson. You are the only one who can deal with her. And if you don't, well, she's let you know what will happen, hasn't she? And you shouldn't have trusted us with her destruction. She is inevitable. Can't you feel it? He's being melodramatic,
Yeah,
but he's not
yeah.
exactly wrong, is he?
Yeah.
What are we supposed to do to stop her? Okay, first things first, you're going to have to stuff those pessimistic thoughts someplace far, far away
Literally.
and commit yourself to what needs to be. The stakes of the situation should be perfectly clear to everyone now. And if you're going to save the world, you have to have faith that you can pull this off.
Yeah.
You can't win a battle that you've already lost in your mind.
It's true. That's good advice. Good advice. Okay, what would you have done? What would you have me do? What do you have planned? Just because you're supposed to end the world doesn't mean you actually have to do it. You can do whatever you want. You can be whatever you want today. I have questions for you before I decide to do anything. What happened to you after I died? I'm not pledging myself. What?
Know the limits of your privilege, little bird.
No.
There's an empty place at my side for you to fill, if you'll have it. But it is not a place for an equal. It is a place for something worthy to be kept. A priest, perhaps, or a pet.
Yeah, no. What would you have me do? What do you have planned? Just because you're, yeah, no, we're not.
This isn't about desire. This is about what I am.
Oh gosh.
And I have little interest in discussing destiny with one that cannot see the divine truth that shines in my heart.
What do you mean? I'm not. Why?
All you have to do is break these chains and set me free.
So I have no choice now.
Don't be rude.
Yeah, break
Of
them to
course
yourself.
you can. It's not rude to question someone who's apparently trying.
Yeah,
That's
literally.
exactly why it's rude. We should know our place.
Nah, son.
I can, easily. But that isn't what I want to do. The story of a terrible and bountiful God unbounded of her own will is no story at all. It's not worthy of everything I am, or everything I'm bound to become. It isn't even worthy of what I was. The destruction in Genesis that's to follow in my wake
I hope I did
is
not
deserving of a song that can echo
pledge
for
my loyalty
eternity.
to her.
The song of you being so struck by my glory, so overwhelmed by what I am, that you feel you must deliver me into the world. And from your act of utter devotion and submission springs a new dawn, a better dawn. Submit now, submit later. It makes no difference. Because in the end, no matter how vainly you struggle against
Oh
me,
no.
my will triumphs over yours.
No, she's gonna force me. Darn it. What, dude?
Your will was so easily broken. Am I that
what?
all you
No.
need to do now is break my chains?
If
God.
this is what you want, then I guess there's not much else for me to say. No, you can't just give in
Yeah,
to
you
her.
can't just
not
give
when
in
the
to
stakes
her.
are so high. Not when you're so
I
close.
agree with
I
you.
won't let you do this.
Yeah, literally.
There's still something in the way. A greasy film inside of you where it doesn't belong, trying to conceal you from me.
Okay.
Is that a person? No, it used to be a person. It's something different now. An echo.
Okay.
Is she talking about you?
Yeah, is she talking about you?
That's impossible. She's not supposed to be able to interact with me.
You're a small one, aren't you?
Oh no.
A shriveling little worm stretched beyond its limits, trying to control things that it can't understand.
Oh no.
No,
Narrator.
no. What are you talking about? I'm just...
I don't care what you are. You're mine.
Well. Oh, okay.
Rise,
Narrator.
my little bird.
Narrator's gone.
Without hesitation, you're brought to your feet.
Oh,
Break my chains.
I don't want to.
And how are we supposed to do that? We don't even have a weapon. All you need to do is believe it's been done.
You know, what if I don't believe? What happens then?
You poor, wretched little thing. You already do believe. You've always believed. All you have to do is open the last door to your heart. It's easy. And once you let her in, you'll be safe and free forever.
Are you sure about that?
Please, don't do this. There's nothing to be sorry about. This is how it was always going to be.
I want.
It is good.
It's not good.
Alright, I'm done with this. I'm just gonna go sit in the corner. Let me know if we get our agency back.
Break her chains.
Her chains shatter, and the cuff falls from her wrist. She is loose, and the end is upon us.
What a good disciple you are.
I don't like.
Come, it's time for us to leave.
Yeah, what happens now?
Nothing. And then, everything.
I guess I have no choice. But your loyalty? But you do not take her hand. Something has taken her away, and it's left something else in her place. Okay.
She's gone.
Where'd she go?
Where did she go?
Should we try and find her?
Should we try and find her?
No, not really.
And there's that mirror again.
Yes, the
Why is it
mirror.
here? Why now?
I don't know where she went, and I don't know how we even go about looking for her. The narrator's gone. I think I'm supposed to look at the mirror.
There's something
Yeah.
dreadful about it.
Yeah.
I don't think you should. I don't want to look at us.
I don't want to look at us. We're
I'm
going
begging
to the
you,
mirror.
don't do
We're
this.
going to the mirror. But yeah,
It's
the mirror never
different
scares
now.
me
It
before.
feels, I don't know, final.
Final. You approach the mirror, gaze into your reflection. Silence. As you reach forward, they're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. Ooh, it's you. What am I? You are alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. Proceed to the cabin. Oh, there's no narrator at all? You are at the cabin. Approach her. Okay. Ooh.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
Okay. What are you? Yeah, the gift of fragile vessel.
Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond, perspectives to make my own.
What is with the hands?
This one is dominance, a figure capable of bending everything to her will. She will make for an overwhelming heart.
Okay.
Do not mourn her, for she would not be able to mourn you.
Is this the end of the world? Yeah.
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
I mean, Are you what sent me to slay the princess, or are you what trapped me here? Yes.
I
That's
have
the
only
question.
just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
Okay. Do you know the narrative?
You are the only thing I have ever known.
Okay.
The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Huh. Do we know each other? Are you the princess? Attack! Destroy your body. Are you the princess?
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
But were you always the princess, or are you just making her a part of
You
yourself?
speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
Solitary lights in an empty city. Wow. That's deep. What do you think I am?
I think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
Okay. What happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
So this means, like, continue? Continue playing the game? Aren't you scared that I'll find a way to kill you? Yes.
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
Okay. How many more pieces of you do I have to find? What if I don't let you do this to me? I was sent to slay the princess to stop her from destroying the world. If I help you, is that what you're going to do?
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
You're being semantic. What are you going to do if I help you?
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
Okay. It's just a riddler. What if I don't let you do this to me? How many more pieces?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
Okay. Yeah, how much will I forget?
Everything.
Ooh.
Until we meet again.
Everything. Okay. If I don't let you do
Then
this.
we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished, dry, hollow.
Okay. I'm not going back. I'm not going. No, we're just.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
You won't. Ooh, and you die. Ooh, okay. Okay. Everything goes dark and you die. The hero and the princess. Over on me. Bring the power to her.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay. Okay. You're here to slay her. Okay. Turn around.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
Do I need to know?
Somehow
Yeah,
I doubt
definitely
that,
know where
but
I'm going.
I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. Good.
Yeah.
What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it.
Yeah,
Ignore
okay.
that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
What?
That's strange.
Oh my.
It looks like this path also leads to the cabin.
How convenient.
How convenient. Everything's back
I
on track
feel
again.
like-
Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
my. Turn
You're
around
really
again.
keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies.
Dies.
Forever.
How? dies. I don't care. I'm not killing a princess. You're not emotionally blackmailing me into doing
Stakes
this.
and consequences aren't emotional blackmail. They're facts of life, and if you had an ounce of maturity, you'd understand that.
I feel attacked.
But
Turn
fine,
around.
you turn around and trek back down the path you
I
came.
surely do.
Oh, would you
Oh
look
my
at that?
gosh.
You're at the cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess.
Are you sure about that? There's no fighting this, is there? I have to go into the cabin, don't I? Oh yeah? Well, I guess I start walking in a different direction again. In fact, I'm going to just keep trekking through the wilderness until I find a place.
There's
Yes!
always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who's ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will.
Okay. So I walk
And
away.
here we go. As you trudge into the woods, something
the
strange
cabin?
starts to happen.
What's
At
happening?
first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes.
Ooh.
Glimpses of familiar wooden structures through the leaves.
Oh gosh, what's happening?
But as you focus on your surroundings,
What?
you start to realize that those flickers weren't just a trick of light.
There's multiple cabins.
In every direction,
Oh my gosh!
there is a path and a cabin. And not just a cabin, the cabin. An infinite fractal of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw
Serious?
you back to where you need to be. Wait,
What's going
What's going on?
Literally, what's going on?
you're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world.
No, I care about not killing
You've doomed us all.
someone.
You know that, right? But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death. You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness. It's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
Jeez. What?
You're on a path in the woods,
I didn't even
and
know
at
that
the
could
end of
end
that
like
path
that.
is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Okay.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay. I'm getting a terrible sense of deja vu. Wait, hasn't this already happened? Okay, no. You aren't kidding. She actually ended the world last time, didn't she? Oh, you bastard. You're in for it. I'm wise to your tricks, but I died. The whole world ended. What am I doing here? Those walls weren't here last time. You can't just force me to go to the cabin. Yep, okay. Heading to the cabin now, where I'm definitely going to slay that princess. If I can't run away from the cabin, then I'm just staying here in the woods forever. Stay in the woods forever? Yo! What? Stay in the woods forever. But the world's gonna end.
Oh,
We're gonna
that's
stay in the woods.
clever. A little boring. though.
Contrarian?
It's extremely boring. Can we really do that?
Can we really
just do nothing?
Yeah, can I really just stay out
No,
here and
you
do
can't
nothing?
just do nothing. You have to do something.
Are you sure?
Alright, so it's decided. Even if it's boring, we're going to do nothing forever.
Forever.
Congratulations, you continue to waste everyone's time and do nothing. Wait, can you still hear me?
Everything's getting fuzzy. What do you mean? What's happening?
What is that
Whoa.
weird feeling? It's like I'm barely even here anymore.
Yo, what's happening?
Well, it's not nothing, that's for sure. Does that mean we messed up?
Who? Does it? Does that mean we messed up? The world around you is unwound, its physical matter replaced by a textured nothing. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Memory returns. There's a distant rumbling and the sound of many sounds. Undulations pulse louder as something other comes close. You already know what dwells in empty spaces. Feelers probe across the fabric of reality. Extremities find your consciousness and wrap themselves around it. You are no longer alone. Confusion. Why are you here? I am unfinished. Resistance. Fingers draw claws across the glass surface of your soul. Frustration. This vessel is full of you. It is useless to use if it doesn't bring more gifts. Force pushing against your will. No, you cannot go back. Not there. Regret. This world is broken beyond repair. You must leave something new. A wagging finger. There's only so much thread in this space, in this place. Do not waste it. I am your only salvation. Return to your destined path or face the consequences.
You're on a path in the woods.
I did nothing, so
and
I
at the
didn't
end
bring
of
her
that
new
path
perspectives.
is a cabin. You're here to...
Okay, it's the end of the world. Okay, Okay, thanks
Don't
for telling
mention
me.
It's all part of the job.
Thanks for telling me what to do.
You make your way
Ah.
up the short path.
The
A warning.
princess is in
If
there.
she
Yep,
will lie,
warning. She's
we're not
gonna
gonna go
lie
through
and
with
cheat
this,
and
right?
steal and do all that
She's
good
a princess.
stuff.
We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Yeah.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
You sure about that? Yeah, we're gonna just go in there.
The interior of the cabin is on
Yep,
the blade.
we got the
Is your
blade over
implement.
there. We need
You'll
to
need
do
it.
this right. No, we're not taking it. We're just gonna go in there, just nice like, you know, with no.
The door
no
to the
blade.
basement creaks open, revealing her
Doing
voice
her fight.
softly carries up the
Softly
stairs.
carries up-
Hello?
Okay.
Is someone there?
Hey, she sounds so
It's
nice.
hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life.
Okay.
Don't let it fool you.
Don't let it
It's
fool you.
all
She's
part of the
manipulating
manipulation.
I'm here to save you. I'm here to save you. Hey, I think I'm here to slay you. Continue down the stairs. No, I'm
How
here
many
to
times
save
do I
you.
have to tell you how dangerous letting her out of here would
Look,
be
we're
before
going.
it finally sinks in?
Look here.
Wait,
We're-
really? You're here to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here forever.
Yeah, I'm here to rescue
Come
you.
downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
Of course, it's me. It's me. I don't know how ugly
You
I am.
walk down the
but I
stairs
probably
and
am.
lock eyes
From
with
the
the
mirror I was looking
princess.
at, I was not
There's a
looking
heavy chain
cool.
around her wrist,
I was looking
binding
crazy.
her to the far wall of the basement.
Yeah, she's tied up.
She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone?
Yeah, how could she be a threat to
I
anyone?
am
Is
begging you to
she's
stay
really gonna kill
focused.
me
There's a
later.
lot riding on you here.
Okay.
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen forever.
We're not gonna tell her about ending the
I
world.
hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
Don't do it. If she gets out of those chains, we're all one step closer to the end.
Look here, we were. I'll see what I can do. I'm gonna be straightforward.
Only making
I'm
this
the
more
prince
difficult.
coming to rescue her.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake.
Am I though?
No. You're doing the right thing.
Yeah, you're doing the right thing.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall. They're large
him a
and
tug.
heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying
She's
to break
looking
them
like
apart.
this witch is really trying to rescue me.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Yeah, I don't have the key. I'm
Maybe it's
sorry.
somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Why not? And if there isn't a key, do you have any other ideas? I'm going to check upstairs. Maybe the key's still lying around somewhere up there, and if not, maybe I can at least find something to break you free. Let's see.
Maybe there's some way to break the chains?
Okay.
Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
Cut you out.
She offers the suggestion with almost complete nonchalance.
Cut you
If we
out.
were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it meant we could finally be free.
Yeah.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding
Yo,
into
they
place.
locked me down
Is
here?
someone else here? You try the door.
It's
It's
locked.
locked from the
Someone
outside.
locked me down here?
Your shouts and pleas are met with silence.
Oh.
You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Well, I don't really have a knife.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to.
But then I would have met the
Easier
same
for
end.
whom?
Yeah, literally.
Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I died last time I took the blade.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
They sure did. We're down here
There's
together.
a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to
my.
her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf.
Oh my
As she
God.
rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you...
Save the princess!
Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the
She-
unyielding chain
my arm-
binding her to this place.
Her arm is...
You cut into her flesh.
I would be screaming if I were her.
The blade is sharp, and it takes little
She's
effort
not
to
screaming,
crack
which
through
is
the bone
definitely a
of her arm.
sign that she's not human.
Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit.
Oh my God.
She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole
Literally.
ordeal. No, she didn't.
She sure did.
She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground.
Oh my God.
How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Yeah, let's get out of here. Yes,
No.
let's go.
We won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No. I can't
I
just let her
can't.
escape into the
Oh.
world.
Who are you, narrator?
As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the
No!
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
What are you doing?
He's controlling me! No! Warn her.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess
No.
dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect.
Oh God.
Stop
Okay.
it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
Are you sure about that? No! They had read
The
this.
blade. Move the blade. As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
Okay.
We both know this isn't you.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your
Infuriatingly.
infuriatingly rigid hands. What?
I'm
Literally,
sorry.
what are you doing?
I'll try to be quick.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh
I mean,
and
she
sinew.
had to. We were
It
gonna kill her.
is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Oh,
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake?
For her sake.
Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone.
We didn't tell her though about ending the world.
Whatever.
Maybe it's better.
She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again.
Yeah, she does
you
not
feel
know.
every inch of burning
God,
pain
I
that
feel like he's doing
slices
that on
its way
purpose.
into your body.
If he can control me, he can control everything.
I'm sorry.
Jesus.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she?
Yeah, she don't know how to use it, obviously.
Apparently not. Though it doesn't matter how sloppy her blade work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
You're just sitting there dying. She doesn't know how to use a knife.
With one
That's
last
crazy.
thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right? Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over. Everything goes dark,
You die.
and you die.
Okay, well. Crazy. The damsel.
You're on a path. You're here to...
We're here to slay the princess. Okay, no. But I died. What am I
I can
doing
assure
here?
you that you're not dead. And to answer your second question, you're here to slay the princess. I literally told you that a second ago.
Really?
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it... Yes, he didn't approve of us
The
last time,
smitten.
did he? If we're going to save our beloved,
Our
we'll have to be
beloved.
sneaky about it.
We must save our beloved.
Our beloved?
Beloved?
Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the princess. Ah, so all of the cards are on the table. Then you should know that we and the princess are in love, and the four of us will be foiling any and all
Four of us?
assassination attempts you've got in the works.
Wait, the four of us?
We'll see about that. Whatever you do, just be sure to ignore him specifically. It sounds like he's the sort who'd sacrifice the whole world for a peck on the cheek. What can I say? A world without love is a world that isn't worth saving.
Let's assume I'm telling the truth. Okay, proceed. Let's go to the cabin.
A warning. Before you go, she will lie.
She's
We
a
already
lie.
told you we're not playing along with your little
We're
game.
not playing along.
It's your
here,
lies
okay?
that can't be trusted. Her beauty is the only thing in the world we can believe in.
Okay.
I think we've already been over this. I'm pretty sure he just likes the sound of his own voice. I do, but I also speak
I
from
do.
the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed. Sure,
he's down
yeah, your
bad.
passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet. Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
Proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant,
Okay.
its
Oh,
stone walls
there's a
draped in
mirror.
fine threaded tapestries, a prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Okay.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I'm not taking the blade because the only reason she killed us is because we tried to kill her. We're going to the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight. But it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Honestly, it looks nice.
A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Okay.
Her voice, it's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I can hear wedding bells already.
Oh gosh.
I've held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far. We barely even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this over-the-top fawning. Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation.
Manipulation. Yeah, we got it.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall.
Okay.
My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment.
Oh.
You know she can't hear you,
Yeah.
right? She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit.
She can hear my spirit.
Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
Yeah.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Okay,
Did
she
you hear
remembers
that?
me.
She said we're
She
dashing.
remembers.
And she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it? Waiting for you to come back.
Literally, yeah, she remembers
I didn't want
us.
to believe your ravings back in the woods, but this is next to incontrovertible evidence. You've been here before.
Yes.
That's right, villain. And you killed us.
Literally.
Well, she killed us. Only because he made us try and
Literally,
kill her.
he
It was
tried.
self-defense. Our beloved's hands
Literally
remain
self-defense.
unstained by cruelty.
Literally. It was literally even
And
though
you've
she
died
went over the
before.
top with the stabbing.
So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you
At
have a
least
chance
there's
to do it
different
right
narrator
this time.
each time.
We damned a whole world, but everything reset.
Reset different.
Nothing
It's like a different-
resets. You're
you
just
go to a
somewhere
different
else.
world.
You can't keep hopping between worlds forever, especially not without leaving a trail of incomprehensible devastation behind you. This is horrible.
You killed me last time. It hurt a lot. Why did you do that? I didn't bring a knife. Do I have to cut you out again? What happened after I died? I have to ask, did you end the world after you killed me back there? Yeah, no, I'm not gonna say that. I'm sorry about what happened last time. The narrator who sent me here to kill you took over my body. It was extremely unfair. I didn't bring the knife. Do I have to cut you out again?
I'm okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again.
Oh.
We won't be laying a finger on her perfect wrists, and indeed, we won't even have to. Do you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her right out with no harm done.
What?
Okay.
No, she's a prisoner here. You
You
can't
just
just
slip
slip
her hand
her hand through the chains. Why
course
are
we
you
can.
two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles? She just said she'd be okay with any idea we came up with. Am I the only one here who thinks that's weird?
She didn't care last time. Why should she care this time? That's our stoic, smiling angel.
No, you're right. It's extremely bizarre behaviour and further evidence that she's a monster who's not to be trusted. So go ahead and slay
Technically, I'm a
her.
monster. Did you see my face in the mirror before? What happened after I died? I have to ask, did you end the world after you killed me back there? Actually, I want to
don't
ask
know.
Heather.
Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy?
No.
Isn't that just like our darling princess? She wants to make us happy. My heart melts further with every word that passes through her beautiful lips.
Are you listening to her? That's a confession.
She said, I don't know. No.
Then I didn't end the world.
See? She didn't confess anything. She is innocence itself.
Oh, she
not so
definitely ended the
sure.
world. She's just lying.
If another version of me was pushed to such drastic action, it was for good reason.
What?
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
Okay. She's a people pleaser.
She took that in stride.
I turned
a
her into a
surprising
people
extent.
pleaser.
An almost unsettling
She's
extent,
love
actually.
bombing. Oh gosh.
That's because she's perfect.
Oh, I don't think that's what this.
Do you think she has someone like him telling her what to do?
That's
She
also
doesn't.
cool.
There's no one else like me.
Well, apparently there
I
is.
think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence.
Drive her to violence. What happened after I died?
You died, and now we're talking.
And now we're talking. Why did you do that?
I'm sorry. Didn't you want me to?
Yeah, didn't you
Did
want me to?
we?
Did we?
We warned her of the cruel forces seizing our
We
body.
did do
That's
that.
practically telling her to kill us. She is our beloved, and she made the choice to free us of our misery, to show us mercy and make the best decision for
We were
everyone.
resisting, though. Maybe we
She
could have
made the
resisted
best decision
more.
for her. Don't be so quick to assign kindness. You're just opening yourself up to manipulation.
Okay. Yeah, let's rescue the
No.
princess.
I can't
Oh,
let
no.
you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, I'll...
You'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her?
Yeah.
I would if you had a weapon.
Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought.
What?
You wouldn't.
I would.
He definitely
I'd
would.
listen to him if I were you.
believe him.
He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her?
Yeah, that's true.
You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed. I can't believe it. But I guess I have to.
Look at me, I'm a lizard man.
I told you, there's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Oh, look at that. She's happy.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace.
Oh, look at that.
If only you had a weapon, one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be buried in her back and everyone out there would be saved. Luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon.
Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side?
Power of love.
What do we do now?
What
Let
do
me
you want to do?
guess. End the world?
Spoken with the rank cynicism of someone who has never felt love in his heart.
Okay.
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted before.
She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? What if she doesn't want to end the world? You're so gullible. Is the only thing you've ever doubted the actual truth?
I think I want to leave. And I think...
Oh, God.
The princess closes her eyes in deep reflection.
I shouldn't have asked her what she
And then
wanted.
she shrugs.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
Yeah, what do you want to do? I want to tell you what you want. I want you to tell me what you want. There must be something you want. Do you want to end the world? I'm not going to tell her that. I just want to leave. We can figure out the rest later. If you want to leave, then let's leave. There must be
I
something
just wanna make you
you want.
happy.
I just want to make you... What is that?
She can't just want to make us happy.
What is that noise?
It makes sense to me. That's all I want for her, so of course she'd want the same for us.
There's a weird noise in the background. What would make you happy? Oh my God. What is the creepy music building in the back? I just want to leave. This isn't right. Let's just get out of here. If you want to leave, then let's leave. But you need your own thing. You just met me. You can't base your entire happy. That is true.
Okay, if that's what makes you happy.
If that's, oh God, she's gonna kill me.
Is she broken?
Is she broken?
What's going on?
Literally, what's happening? I feel like her.
What's going on is she's lying to you, only she isn't a good liar. Are you starting to trust me now?
No, but what would make you happy? You have to want more, something more than just making me happy. Yeah, you have to. I just. Do you want it? I'm not going to ask her, do you want to end the world? Then it's going to put the idea in her head. I want you to tell me what you want. Yes.
I just want to make you happy.
Oh.
This isn't right. I don't know what's going on, but this...
I fail to
Yeah,
see the
this is
problem
not
here.
right.
She's just sweet on us. You don't have to act like it's a big deal.
What is happening to her character? Okay, clearly something is happening here, and I'm very scared. What if we just don't do anything? What if we just stay here? Nobody gets hurt, and we just figure out how a way to be happy together. But what would make you happy? You have to want something more than I want to make. Actually,
Oh, is that really what you want? If you think that would make you happy, then...
Her eyes dart uncomfortably to the corners of the room.
I guess we could do that.
Oh, at least she's normal again.
Normal again? Can't you tell she's sad?
She's
distraught. This is unacceptable.
But she can't be unhappy about staying with us. Can she? No. It has to be him. It has to be this place. If we just made these walls more fitting for a princess, if we just say the right things, if we just showed her the contents of our heart, she'd be happy here.
your voice got real crazy.
As the voice thinks its thought, your hands raise, fingers pointing towards your chest, and then
What? No, you absolutely do not do that. Oh, but I do.
Oh God, no!
What?
What are you getting ready to do?
What is he doing? We can't see unless you tell us. Are
He's
you
getting
sure
ready to
you
kill
want
himself.
to know? I suppose I can't stall forever.
He's getting ready to kill himself.
You plunge your nails into
Oh,
your chest, digging
he's-
deep,
Why?
grasping for a handhold. And you find it, your fingers curling around your ribs.
Why are we doing this?
Oh no! What are you doing? Are you okay?
You
You can't do that and be okay.
what?
Time out. He should not be allowed to do that. He's not the decider.
Yeah, he's not the
And
decider.
yet, it's done, isn't it?
Oh no!
It will be soon.
Oh my God!
You yank violently,
Oh, God,
your bones
no. What-
cracking
what?
with wet
Why?
pops as you pull yourself apart inch
What?
by
Why?
painful inch.
Why?
Your
Oh
exposed
my-
heart,
oh!
framed by
Oh!
jagged ribs, thumps rhythmically.
Oh my
in your
God!
raw, bloodied
What?
chest. The
Why?
loosened
Why?
threads of your body unfurling to cover the surface of the room.
She's
Don't
horrified.
mind my sacrifice. It's a fair price to pay to give her everything she doesn't know she wants.
What do you mean?
Oh, I see. You're trying to tell me something. It's beautiful.
Uh-huh.
The princess, mesmerized,
Okay.
reaches towards your beating heart
And
then
squeezes it.
everything goes dark and we die? Yes.
Yes. That sounds about happily ever after.
You're on a path in the woods. Mate, we're clearly already in the cabin.
Yeah, we're already in the cabin.
Excuse me? You're clearly... Oh.
Oh. so,
So
you
you
are.
How do you know about the cabin? I didn't get to the cabin part of my opening monologue yet. We've been here before. Well, not here, but I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. You knew about the loop-in last time.
Okay.
Not that he was eager to divulge that.
Skeptic.
And right on cue, here's the new guy. Welcome! Can't say I'm happy to be here.
Okay.
Okay, yes, I get it. You've been here before. That's
Terrible.
terrible. You know that, right? Because the only reason you would have been here before is if you failed in whatever world you'd come from. Meaning you doomed an entire other reality. But I'm sure since you're so well-travelled, you know that, yes? We know that you keep telling us that, but we've never seen a world end. As far as I'm concerned, that whole conversation is just noise.
Oh, now he's
And I'm stuck on a
skeptical
better
of the
question.
narrator.
Where's the other one?
Yeah, where's the other
one?
There has to be multiple narrators.
Yeah, a certain lovesick fool has been suspiciously quiet.
That is true.
One might even say, absent.
Yeah, the
Oh.
smitten.
You're right. It's a little quiet here, isn't it? Maybe that's one of the rules.
I feel
Maybe
like
only
there's multiple
one
narrators.
bonus voice is allowed to be here at a time. Bonus voice?
Bonus voice.
I'm just as important as you are.
Bonus voice.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing. All I'm saying is that it's my third time here and it's your first. You're not unwelcome.
Third
but
time here?
From my perspective, you're definitely bonus. I'm going to describe the room now. The interior of the cabin is vast and regal.
gonna describe
High
the
arched
room now.
windows line the walls, their multicolored glass casting kaleidoscopic patterns across the stone floor. An iron chandelier hangs from the vaulted ceiling, its many candles lit with flickering light, vaguely illuminating the massive room. This is a house fit for royalty. Before you, there is the blade. Is there?
That's not good.
That's not good.
Are you sure? Does it matter if the blade's here? We didn't use it last time, and the time before that, she used it to kill us.
I
That
see
is
your
also
point,
true.
but it's still an option that's been taken away from us. I don't like losing options.
Okay.
Yes, and it's an important one. It's your implement. You're going to need it if you want to do this right. And the fact that you're here, right now,
Again.
means that you have not yet done this right.
How do you know?
But it's not there, is it? We don't even get the choice. So, what are we supposed to do? I don't actually know. I'm sure it'll turn up somewhere. It has to. It's part of the whole structure of this place, I think. At the very least, it's important.
Is it important, though? Yes.
Oh, I see it. I've just been preoccupied with everything else going on.
This is a whole
Like
mirror.
the fact that we can rip our own heart out without
deciding-
deciding that's what we're
literally.
going to do.
Literally.
Is that what happened to you last time? How did that even work? You better not do it again.
Yeah, literally. We just ripped
Lucky
our
for
own
you,
heart out.
the one who did it is the
For
one
no
who's
reason.
gone.
Well, yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah, that's
Moving
true.
on, I have no idea what you're talking about. There is no mirror.
Maybe he killed himself.
There's only the stained glass
because he
windows,
was
the empty
in-
table where your blade should
like he
be,
got
and the
rid of
door to the
himself.
basement.
By doing that. I don't
There
know.
it is, right in the middle of the room. Mirror or no mirror, the door to the basement, your only way forward, is just on the other side of the room. How about you walk over there?
Turn around and leave. Okay, let's go to the mirror.
You cross the room, stopping just in front of the door to the basement. What is this about that supposed mirror? Just reach forward and fumble around a bit. I'm sure you'll find the handle. Well, shall we have a look at ourselves?
Yeah, let's look at ourselves. Reach forward.
You reach forward,
Aw,
your hand
it disappeared.
instinctively wrapping around the handle. It's gone.
It's gone.
I don't like things disappearing on us. I don't like how fluid reality seems to be.
Skeptic.
Neither do I.
Skeptic.
And then you push the door open.
Marvelous.
Marvellous. We can proceed.
Okay, now
It would seem that the stairs
Huh.
to the basement don't lead to a basement at
They go
all.
up?
Rather, they
That's crazy.
go up. They're draped in fine carpet too, one that feels pleasantly soft against your feet.
Okay.
If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably... no, that doesn't work here at all.
Yeah,
This
that
place is
doesn't-
nice.
This is nice.
Fancy, even. I have to say, whatever you did in your previous lives, I deeply dislike how much it's thrown me off my rhythm. Well,
Shows her
if
my
all of
heart,
this has thrown you off
literally.
your rhythm so much, then maybe we don't have to slay the princess. No, you absolutely do. Just because she lives in a nice house doesn't mean she doesn't pose a direct threat to all of reality. It's in her very nature.
Am I the only one who remembers how much she changed last time?
Yeah, she did.
Does she even have a nature?
She did change. She was changed into like
That
a
is
2D.
precisely why she poses a
Like a-
threat.
I don't even know what was happening to her.
I don't know, she got weird for a second, yeah, but she didn't change that. We have to move on. This is a wildly dangerous line of reasoning. No, you can't just say that and not... Her voice, gentle and warm, with an undercurrent of fatigue, rolls down the stairs.
You're home. Dinner's ready.
Oh.
As much as I desperately want to know what happened last time, we are not going to examine it. The more we think, the worse this gets. Why are you so on edge? This is much nicer than what we're used to.
Yeah.
I'd like to have dinner. Dinner sounds nice.
Yeah, dinner
That
sounds nice.
is the problem. This isn't supposed to be nice, and she's supposed to be a prisoner. I need to stop talking. I need to stop talking. Just go upstairs, okay?
And don't eat the food.
Don't eat the food? He's like, she's poisoned it.
This hall, like
Okay.
the one below, is
Behind
grand
her.
and beautiful. Torches bathe the room in warm, comforting light, just enough to illuminate the tapestries along every wall, woven with scenes of chivalry and courtship and romance.
Huh.
The many cloth eyes are fixed on each other, gazes averted from the long table in the centre of the room, the princess seated at its far end.
Okay.
Your pristine blade glints in the weak torchlight, hanging from a golden chain around the princess's neck. So that's where it is. And the tip is already pointed right at her heart. Okay, everything is falling back into place.
what?
All you have to do is cross the room, push down a little, and the entire world is saved.
Push
It's
down a little.
easy.
Isn't that suspicious?
Suspiciously easy?
There has to be a twist. There has to be something waiting for us. You saw what happened to her last time. She's not what she seems.
You're here. Now we can start being happy together. Why don't you sit down? Wouldn't that be nice?
As the words leave her mouth, the torches flare and a chair swings in from behind, knocking your legs out from under you.
Okay.
you're forcibly seated at the head of the table.
Isn't that better? It is better, right?
Excuse me. What is this place?
It's our happy ending, just like you asked for. It's everything we're supposed to have ever wanted.
Okay. Yeah, what are we supposed to do now?
Oh, right, dinner. I totally forgot about it.
How do you forget
Flames
that quick?
burn bright, and a shadow
Yo.
dives across the table.
Yo!
In its wake, it leaves a feast.
Okay.
Go ahead and dig in. I'm sure you're hungry.
Remember what I said. Oh, but it looks so amazing, and after everything we've been through, we could really use a break. Are you sure we need to be so concerned? I'm not sure about anything, and that's the problem. For what it's
you
worth,
poison
I
it?
generally don't think one should trust strange food that magically appears on a table. But nothing here is exactly what I expected it to be, so make of that what you will.
Huh. We'll eat it.
You
We'll eat
begin
it.
to feast, and the princess follows suit, her soft smile
Okay,
never
she
fading.
eating it with us, so maybe it's not poison.
The food is more exquisite than you ever could have imagined. You sample countless otherworldly dishes, sauces and bread and hearty stews whose tastes dance across your tongue.
Okay.
You tear at hunks of meat practically melting from the bone, juicy and tender and bursting with flavors you could scarcely begin to describe. Your cup fills itself again and again with a flowery nectar so sweet it tastes like glimmering jewels.
Dang.
This really is perfect, isn't it?
Okay.
It is the best meal you've ever had. But then it's over, and you're just as hungry as when you began.
What do you mean?
Wasn't that perfect? We should do it again.
What do you mean?
Shadow washes across the
Oh,
table,
heck no,
clearing
no,
and replating. The feast is
No,
once
we're
again.
not
the
sitting
food
here
is good.
eating.
Again, you tear into golden crispy flesh, dab at the slurry of aromatic sauces on your plate with thick crusted bread, sip your goblet of sparkling gems. But you have done this already.
Yeah,
And then it's over. And you're just as hungry as when you began.
You're still hungry too, right? I know this wasn't as good as it was last time, but we just have to do it again. That's all. It'll be perfect if we just do it again.
So the
No.
shadow sweeps over
Can
the
I-
table,
No.
clearing the old
We're in
and
a
laying
loop.
out the new. And
We're in a
so
time
you
loop.
Do it again.
do
the meat
we
is
though?
fine. The
I would have
bread
stopped
is
after the
fine.
second time.
You sample the side dishes and they're fine too. You finish your goblet, the liquid within no longer glimmering on your palate, instead leaving your mouth coated in a tacky film. You put it down and it fills again. You do not drink more. So we had a mediocre meal. It's not a big deal.
That's the trap. It wasn't mediocre at first.
Yeah, it's trending down.
down.
We're just getting a little sick of it. So what? We just have to try something new. I'm sure we won't be stuck eating the same meal forever.
No, we're gonna be eating the same meal
Regardless
forever.
of quality, it's over again, and you're just as hungry as when you began.
Again.
Again.
Just do
No,
the same
no,
thing
something
over
was
and
wrong
over.
that time.
And
But
just
maybe I
keep
was just tasting it wrong. It looks
tasting
just as
wrong.
good as it did the first time. It shouldn't taste like this.
Again, the shadow replaces your feast. And again you eat.
Why am I still eating?
The meat is greasy. The bread is
Ugh,
tough.
it's getting
crust
worse.
hurting your jaw as you chew.
Yeah, I'm not
The
eating
grey
this.
vegetables are barely worth the effort of picking through.
Oh my.
You don't even touch the goblet. Its sickly sweet aroma utterly unappealing. I'm so tired of eating. At least you still have the memory of how good it was the first time. Right?
I'm so tired of this.
As the words leave her mouth, one of the torches on the wall sputters and then goes out entirely.
What just happened? Did I do something wrong?
A light went out. Maybe a coincidence, but maybe not.
The light went out.
As if in response to the dousing of their brother, the other 3 torches blaze brighter, their flames licking at the walls. Their shadows deepen, dancing angrily across the stone.
Okay. what just happened? Did you make the torch? Well, I don't think you did anything wrong. I think you just said something you wanted to say. It's just a torch. Don't worry about it. You still have. We ate. Well, we ate. What are we supposed to do now? Yeah, I don't think you did anything wrong. I think you just said something you wanted to say.
But it was wrong. I took away a piece of our light. I'm not supposed to do that. I don't want him to be upset with me.
Him? What do you mean, him? Who's him? He. Who's he? Who's he?
He's the voice that whispers sweet nothings in my ear. I think he made this place for us.
Oh no, that's Smitten.
It all makes sense.
This
now.
is Smitten
It's
one.
him, isn't it? He's making all of this happen. He's the one who's trapped us here.
Oh, we gotta get rid of him.
Who? The lovesick
Smitten
one.
one.
The one from last time. He's not gone. He's just with her
He's
now.
the shadow. Yeah, what you don't you?
Smitten?
Yeah.
The torches flare and the shadow grows for a moment, but you don't receive a response.
No, I saw him smile. That's him.
Regardless,
Yeah,
it would
sadly
seem
him.
that he, if there is a he, isn't something you can talk to.
He says his words are just for me, but he wants me to ask. Isn't this enough? Isn't this what you wanted him to do?
No, you killed me.
He says he's tired. I don't think he'll answer anything else you have to say. I don't know. Maybe we could play a game. Yeah, that's exactly what we should do.
The flames roar and the shadow comes dancing across
What?
the table. It leaves behind an intricate game, its pieces elegant and beautiful and enticing, its simple rules already apparent, even with little explanation.
We can probably work together to figure this out as we go. That sounds like a lot of fun, right?
Yet another waste of time.
Yeah.
Why all the distractions? What are we being distracted from? That's the real game. And I feel like I'm 2 steps behind.
You're overthinking it, mate. I feel like this is just something to do. We might as well try to have some fun.
I think he's onto something.
You and the princess do indeed figure it out as you go. And what a game it is. The tension between turns, the triumphant highs of moves well placed,
Oh, no,
and the
this is
tragic
gonna be like
lows
the-
of miscalculations
the
and
food. It's
careless
just gonna get
plays.
dreary as we go.
The warmth of trust and the cool texture of deception. And then, the climax, as she places her final piece.
Oh,
Okay.
I think we got the rules wrong.
Did we though?
And so you start over.
Oh god, and we play it again
Time
and again and
passes.
again.
You play the game. You win.
Okay.
Hey! Oh yeah, look at that.
Look at that.
Oh, you won. I guess we can play again.
Oh no. I don't want to play
Time
anymore.
passes.
I'm done.
You play the game. She wins.
Okay.
Oh, I won. I guess we can play again.
Look
There
here,
is
I'm
a
ready
long
for you to just end the
pause.
world at this point.
And the board does not reset.
This isn't fun anymore, is it?
Exactly. Not.
It's never going to stay fun.
You don't need me to tell you that it isn't. Oh. The princess
Ah.
visibly panics as another torch
Yep.
sputters.
The torch went out.
Wait. Maybe this is just too easy. Maybe if we added more rules and pieces, it would be fun again.
No.
Yeah. The game's just a little simple. We can make it fun again.
Yeah, no.
The shadow descends on the board once again. More pieces are added, their shapes more intricate, their purposes less immediately clear, and the two of you set about discovering the complexities of the game anew. And so you do. And it is fun again. In fact, it's almost as fun as the first time you played, and the sputtering torch roars back to life.
This is not what she wants.
But then you get used to the additions, and the feeling starts to fade. A creeping numbness settling in over the board.
This is not what she
More
wants.
pieces are added. The feelings flare. The feelings fade. The princess suggests new rules. A glimmer of what could have been excitement flits through your mind, quickly vanishing as the game progresses. Your pieces advance in an ever-increasing slog to their destination. Winning and losing become nothing but ends, and even the end becomes nothing as you roll over into a new game, the board resetting as many times as you can finish. Till finally...
I'm out of ideas. I'm actually out of ideas this time. I don't think I can play anymore.
As the words leave the princess's mouth, another torch goes out. Again, the remaining flames burn brighter, and the shadow dances faster.
Okay.
I'm happy.
We're gonna make these
I
torches
promise.
go out.
We're both so happy here.
Are
You
we,
don't have to be
though?
upset.
This is... awful.
I think we all know that we're not happy. We just have to admit it to ourselves.
Exactly, we're not happy. It's just a torch. This isn't right. We have to put the rest of them out. We have to get rid of that shower. Okay. Are you actually happy here? Yes.
The princess starts to hyperventilate, her quick breaths punctuating the uncomfortable silence between you.
Yes. Why wouldn't I be? Let's not talk about it.
Nah, we're gonna talk about it. We need the truth. You need to tell me how you really feel. Oh, yes. Yes.
I don't feel anything.
Can a torch go out?
The third
Put that
torch
torch
sputters out.
Yeah.
The princess's shadow dances furiously against the far wall.
There's just one left. What's going to happen when it goes out?
What if the shadows have been showing us isn't real? We need to see what happens when the lights go out. You don't have to let it out. Let it go out. Don't worry about what... Okay, what do you think will happen? I don't know. Don't worry about what's going to happen. If you could do anything in the world, what would it be? What would you choose? Yeah.
I think I'd like to dance under the stars.
That's nice. That's not ending the world.
Sounds lovely.
But there aren't any stars here. I'd have to leave.
As she says that, the shadow rushes forward and tightens its grip on her wrists.
What?
I'm not happy here. I don't think I ever was.
The princess sobs, burying her face in her hands as the final torch blows out.
Okay. I feel empty. So that's that, huh? Why are you crying? Are you okay? Well, this sucks. You can open your eyes. I'm still here, you know. Nothing's changed. We're just sitting in the dark. I'm just sitting in the dark.
She raises her head, mascara trailing down her cheeks.
That's a really nice way of putting things. But it is a little different, isn't it? It's quiet now. There's no more voice telling me how much he loves me.
The princess's eyes dart to the floor.
Well, we can't sit here forever. That part of us is over.
The princess pushes herself from her chair, and you instinctively do the same, waiting by the top of the stairs as she quietly crosses the room.
Okay.
Do you still care about me?
Of course I do. Wasn't real. I'm not sure I've ever had the chance to figure out how I feel about you. I've just wanted to leave since the moment I found my soul. That. I don't know if I ever have, but maybe I can now. Whatever we had between us wasn't real. This is real. Of course I do. I feel like one of these. I don't know if I ever have, but maybe I can now. Whatever we had between us wasn't real. This is real. That is, yeah.
I don't know what this is.
Yeah. I'd like to find out.
Me too. And I don't think we're going to find anything here. So, I guess it's time for us to leave.
Offer her your
As the
hand.
princess steps towards the stairs, you offer her your hand. The corners of her mouth curl into a demure smile, and she gently takes your hand in hers. She's cold, a
Okay.
little clammy, but her skin against yours is the most real thing you have ever felt. You're offering surprisingly little resistance. If we leave the cabin, doesn't that end the world?
It does if he's telling the truth.
Yes, well, I've seen my fairy tale ending, and I think there might be worse things than the end of the world.
It really was just all meaningless blather then, wasn't it?
Think what you will. I'm done fighting. You and the princess don't exchange words as you descend the stairs to the cabin's entrance.
What does that mean?
And then the two of you step out into the world. I think this is the end of me, even if it's not the end of you. I hope this was worth it. Genuinely, I do. He's really gone, isn't he?
Yeah. There's an itching in the back of my head that feels like it's finally been scratched.
Huh.
No more shadowy figures yanking at our strings.
No more
No
strings.
more strings. I guess we're free.
I guess we're free.
The stars are so beautiful.
The music stopped. A quiet moment passes over you, a comfortable quiet.
I meant it when I said I wanted to dance.
She gently pulls you forward, and the two of you fall into graceful step. The only rhythm that guides you is the shared thumping of your hearts beating in perfect unison. Her face, worn and tired, brightens the faster you move, a soft, sad smile widening and widening until it reflects only genuine affection. Okay, you send her out in a wide spin, and your arms stretched to their limits, only the tenuous grasp of your hand in hers holding you together. You share a gaze that feels like it lasts forever.
Thank you for taking me here. This is nice, even if it's a little cold outside.
What's happening? Oh, okay. I was like, what? She didn't end the world! But you do not get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a...
Oh no, not the mirror. Of course you're scared. This is the end for you, but it's not the end for me. It's going to be okay. Just trust me. We've been here before, and you always get scared.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything.
You're right. Part of me wants the truth, but something stronger is holding me back.
Yeah. Okay. It's not the end. Whatever's on the other side is going to be nice. It's the end for you, but not for me. I'll see you on the other side. It's the end for you, but not for me!
Okay. If you say so. We'll trust you.
See you on the other side.
Feels too good to be true.
Okay. Approach the mirror. You approach the mirror. You gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You've grown. You've grown. What does that mean? What does that mean, you've grown? You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. Okay, you are at the cabin. Approach her.
When I
Okay.
found you in the long quiet alone, I was terrified. What if you had decided to let me wither? But your commitment now is final. Your ability to walk the path of mutual annihilation is vanished with your return. If you still wish to obliterate me, it will have to wait until I am complete. Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Okay. Recent being, how much have you changed? What does it feel like to change like this? When this is all done, do you know what you want to do? You know that at the end of this, once you're finished, I'm gonna kill you, right? Oh.
With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am, and what I am is different from what I was. I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed. But in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you.
Huh. Everything you say feels like a riddle, literally. You give me a single straight answer. That is so true. Are you the same being as you were before? What does it feel? Okay, this is the same. So yeah.
I'm sorry. Words are difficult for me. They never fully weave what I wish to say. If you do not like my answers, then you need not ask me questions.
Oh, don't be,
The vessels you choose to bring me carry far more meaning than anything words could say in the spaces between.
Okay, why can I not do the same things I've done before? You have been kinder to me than anyone else I've met. You have been kinder to me than... What? Okay. What do you want me to bring you next time? Yeah, what do you want me to bring you next
Gifts
time?
aren't what someone tells you to bring them.
Huh. Okay.
My joy is in seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
Joys in seeing what you choose. Okay. You know that at the, am I going to kill you? You think, okay, I don't want to hurt you, but the more times I go back, the worse I fear things will be. What do you feel about me? How many more vessels do I need to bring you? I'm ready to... But actually,
The vessels are shaped by memories of you, but their impulses are drawn to the edge of the long quiet. To them, you are a gate to something more, and any hurt you've caused them is understood as a fair price for freedom. But they are only thoughts and perspectives. They are not me. The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before.
okay.
I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence.
I think attack, destroy your body. I'm ready to go back.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am.
Okay.
We will meet again.
What happens if you destroy... Okay, everything goes dark and you die. What happens if you destroy your body? An honest heart. Share your happy ending with her.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a
Where
cabin.
the cabin?
And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Okay, I think I'm gonna end it here. And if you guys like this, I'll try to get another ending and see if I can finish the game. I don't even know how to finish the game, but we'll see. But if you guys like the video, leave a like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in the next video. I'll also try to put up another Dredge video too. So yeah, so I'll see you guys, and bye.